Welcome to the session of Suvit Sales and Purchase module. Let me just give you a brief introduction, like how you can push the entries from Suvit to Tally, like sales voucher entries and purchase voucher entries. Okay, so you have two files option available here. One is a Excel file, another one is a PDF file. Okay, PDF invoices. In that, even image invoices are considered. If you are having a PDF kind of file or image kind of file, both you can process. Okay, I am considering Excel and PDF separately because both processing method is different. Okay, and in Excel you have a benefit of pushing multiple entries together. Like if in an Excel sheet you are having multiple invoices, like say 100, 200, 500, 1000, up to 10,000 invoices are supported in one Excel sheet. So when you are using an Excel sheet, you can process the data all together. Like you can push invoices in bulk, but whereas in PDF and image you can push one by one invoices. Okay, but both the formats are supported. If your clients provide you Excel, you can process that also. If your client provides you PDF, that you can process that also. So let's get started. Let me open the Suvit website first. Okay, my ID is already logged in. It will get logged in. Okay, so you have to come to data entry automation, and you have to confirm your company from the top right corner. I have already opened my Suvit application. The company is already connected here. The tile is open. If you know sales process, ultimately you know the purchase process also. Because in Suvit, sales, purchase, sales return, and purchase return, all four have same process. The only difference is the Excel sheet data may vary within each other. Okay. Rest the process remains the same. So let me just open the Excel sheet and show it to you how my Excel sheet looks like. Okay, so this is the sheet I'm having. Okay, so you can see this is the sample sheet of Suvit, in which I am having a few columns. The red columns are the mandatory columns, I mean the compulsory columns which are required to do a entry in Tally, and the blue ones are the optional one. Okay, so it's not mandatory that you should use Suvit's file itself. You can use your own file also, but only concern remains is like, if you are using your own file or you are processing the GSTR1, 2A, 2B file, in that case you need to just make sure the headers come to the first line. Okay, and the sheet position should be number one. Okay, these two criteria you need to keep in your mind before processing your file, and just make sure you only keep the important columns which are required to do the entry. Unnecessary columns, if you remove them, it will make your file look more cleaner and easier. Okay, so I will just read out what is there in my sample sheet, what is there in my Excel sheet. Okay, so this is a sales sheet. Okay, as I already told you, you can also process a purchase file in a similar manner. Okay, so I have a reference number. Reference number is your bill number, or you can say invoice number. And this is the invoice date. It can be your bill date, invoice date, whatever name you can give it to that. This is the GST number of party. Okay, if you have it, it's well and good. If you don't have, that's also fine. It's completely okay. Because if you are having a B2C party, you might not have a GST. Next, you should have a party name here. Okay, that's compulsory. After that, place of supply is required. Sales ledger, that is your particulars. In purchase file, it is a purchase ledger. In a sales file, it's a sales ledger. Commonly, you can call it as a particulars. So I'm having multi-rate in this. I'm having 18% and 5% as well. So if you have multi-rate sheet like 12, 15, 28, 18 all together are there, you can process them together. Okay, that's completely fine. And I am having a stock item here, so I have picked a item wise sheet. You can also process a accounting wise sheet, because the difference between item and accounting sheet is only that in a item sheet you have a name of item, quantity and rate, and in a accounting sheet you have a sales or purchase ledger, and that after you have an amount. That's the only difference. And I am maintaining a HSN code column, because if the item is not created in Tally and you want to create the items through Suvit into Tally, then you might require a HSN number. So it's better to carry a HSN number next to your item. In that case only you require. But if your items are already created in Tally with HSN number, you don't need to have this HSN code column. Okay, that's simple. Now I am having a taxable amount also. Okay, if you have a quantity and rate, you don't need an amount, because the multiplication of this is the amount itself. Okay, and if you are having an amount and you don't have a rate, it's completely fine. So you need a either one in an item sheet, and in an accounting wise sheet you only have a taxable amount. That's it. And this is the tax applicable on each invoices. So This is how simple my Excel sheet is. So the more simple your Excel sheet you are having, it's easy to process. So that's the reason I told you remove unnecessary columns from your Excel sheet to look it more easier and cleaner. And one more thing I would like to add here is, like, you might have one question here, like, if in one invoice I am having multiple items, what should I do? Or if in one file, when we talk about accounting wise invoice, I am having multi rates. In one invoice only, I'm having 12% also, 5 also, 18 also, and 28 also. In that case, what should I do? In that case, you need to repeat the bill number. Okay. Let's say in my first bill, I'm having 3 items. For that reason, I have repeated the bill number and I have written the name of item here. So if I'm having 10 items in one bill, I should repeat the bill number 10 times. Date should be repeated, party name should be repeated. Okay. And if the sales ledger is same for all items, keep it same. But if it varies depending on the item, you should change the sales ledger as well. So if you are having multiple items or multiple rates in one bill, just repeat that bill number. Simple enough. So let's go to the Suvit website and see how we can process the sheet. So let me just confirm my company. Bulk means you are sending the invoices in bulk, like just how you send the data in banking. Same way you can send bulk entries into Tally. So if you are having a sales file, select sales. If you are having a purchase file, select purchase. Same applies for sales return, that is your credit note, purchase return, debit note. So let me just select sales. And if you want the sample sheet of Suvit, you can download it from here, accounting wise and item wise. Okay. Now click on upload. Here you have to click on upload, and let me just select the file. Click here and click on open and click on upload. Once the file is uploaded, you have to map it. Okay. Mapping in the sense your sheet headers, the sheet headers and the tally fields, you need to map them against each other. Okay, this you have to do for the first time only. Next time, if you are using a similar kind of Excel sheet, software will auto map it based on the history, like how you have mapped it initially. Software will memorize it and it will map it from the next time. Probably this sheet will get auto mapped because I have processed it before. See, you can see I have already got the sale transaction screen. Normally what will happen whenever you will upload a Excel sheet for the first time, the software will ask you to map it. Okay, I have not got that screen because I told you I have already processed this sheet before, but I will show you how to do the mapping. Just click on change mapping. So this kind of screen will appear when you will first time upload the Excel sheet, any kind of Excel sheet. Okay, it will ask to map your sheet headers against the tally fields. But before that, just make sure have you selected it correct here. Like if you are having an accounting invoice, if you want to process it accounting wise, make the switch towards accounting side. Okay, if you want to process it item wise, keep the switch towards item side. Okay, after that, these are your sheet headers. Like whatever sheet headers are there in your Excel sheet, you can see them in same sequence, like reference number, invoice date, GST number, okay, party name, place of supply, etc. You can see here on the left side. Okay, and on the right side, you are having the tally fields. So you just need to make sure the correct header is placed against the correct tally field. Okay, whenever you use a sample sheet, Suvit will auto map it, okay, maximum part. And in your sheet also, like your custom sheet also, software will try to map as much as possible because software can read the spellings, a date, GST number, party name. So the software understands and map the correct tally field. You just need to cross check if everything is mapped properly or not. Okay. So reference number, date, GST number, party name, place of supply, sales ledger, particulars is your sales ledger, name of the item is your name of item, quantity, and per item rate. Okay, so just note one thing, in item wise sheet, you can either consider rate or you can either consider taxable amount. You cannot map both. See, if I have selected rate, I cannot map amount. If I remove the rate, I have option of mapping either amount or rate. If I select one, software doesn't let me select another one because it's kind of conflict. If any error is there in your Excel sheet, it will be a conflict. For that reason, software will automatically calculate it. It will not give you option to select both. That's it. So on the first page, you have to do the basic field mapping. Your tax mapping will be done on the second page. And if you want any extra configuration, like any extra tally field is required, you can just go to the configuration. You can go to the configuration part if you want cost center classes and if you want, let's say, a narration. Okay, you have many tally fields available. If you want any of this, just enable them first and you can see that tally field has been activated, like cost center, narration, etc. But for that same, you need to maintain a column in Excel sheet. Okay, let's say you want a cost center, maintain a cost center column. You want a narration, maintain a narration column, and fill the detail under that, whatever detail you want to fill. And the same header will be available under your sheet header. Just map the tally field against that header. Okay, so all the tally fields are available in the configuration part. Whichever you want, you can turn it off or on. All right, so I have turned them off. Maximum have been removed. I need to either map a rate or amount. Okay, I will just take the amount itself here. See, if I take the amount, I don't have option of rate. So we'll do the tax mapping on the second page, the GST mapping. So what you have to do, you have to select your tax ledger here first. First, you have to select your tax ledger, then you have to look into your tax amount. So if you are having three common tax ledgers, you can just map them here. Like against the SGST ledger, map your SGST ledger. Against your CGST ledger, map your CGST ledger. Against the IGST ledger, map your IGST ledger. Okay, whatever ledger is applicable. So this is the case when you are having common ledgers. But what if in case you are having mixed ledgers, like bifurcated kind of tax rate based ledgers, like wherever you are having 18% sales data, where you want SGST 9%, CGST 9%, and IGST 18%. Similarly, if you are having a 5% sales data, there you are having CGST 2.5, SGST 2.5, and IGST 5, like this. Okay, if you are having bifurcated ledgers, in that case, what you should do? So in that case, you need to have extra three columns in your Excel sheet, which I have already prepared. I will just unhide them. You can see I have prepared three columns like this here. Okay, and just make sure give them a proper unique heading. I have given them as SGST ledger, CGST ledger, and IGST ledger as heading. Okay, make sure you don't repeat this heading here because it should be unique. So it's not compulsory to name them the same thing which I have named. You can name them anything. It's just for your understanding. Just create extra three columns, and on whatever the rate depends, give a filter on the rate column and use the filter. Let's say I'm having two datas. I will select 5% first, and I have pasted the applicable ledgers of 5%. Okay, completely here. Now I will select the 18%, and I will paste the 18% applicable tax ledgers. Okay, if you are having similarly 12%, 28%, just filter them out and paste their tax ledgers. It's that simple. Okay, after this part is done in the Excel sheet, now I will tell you what you have to do on the website. On the website, you don't have to select the common tax ledgers here. Instead of that, select this option. GST ledger from Excel should be selected as yes. Okay. The moment you do them yes, software will ask you now where you want to take the tax ledgers from, like from which column you want to take. So whichever three columns, whichever you have prepared here, you can see them under the sheet header here. You just need to scroll it if you are not able to see. Okay, the moment you scroll them, you will be able to see your sheet headers. Just tick those headers against the ledger options. Okay, like SGST against SGST, C against C, I against I. Okay, that's simple. So if you are having a bifurcated ledgers, create three columns in Excel sheet, paste the tax ledgers there, and select yes and select the columns here. And if you are having common, just simply select no and map your common ledgers. So your ledger part is done now. Now what about amount, tax amount? You have two choices here. Either you can do the auto calculation of tax amount, or you can take it from Excel sheet. If you want to do the auto calculation, you don't need to do any settings. Just let this setting be yes, because by default it is on yes only. GST auto calculation as yes. Okay, but you just need to make sure one thing. Either your sales ledger, purchase ledger, okay, should have tax mentioned here. Okay, similarly for 5% also, you can see, or you should define the tax on the item level. Okay, that's also fine. Either in the sales ledger or in the item ledger, the tax should be defined like this. Okay, simple enough. So you can go for auto calculation in that case. Okay, just let it be auto calculation and the tax will be automatically calculated. But what if in case you want to take the data from Excel sheet? In that case, just put no for GST auto calculation. Okay, select no for GST auto calculation. The moment you do no for GST auto calculation, software will now ask you where you want to take the amount from. So you have to see these three columns where your amount is pasted. Okay, SGST, CGST, and IGST. So the same headers will reflect under your sheet header. You can scroll and see them. So do the same thing, map these headers against the amount column. That's it. Your amount will be collected from the Excel sheet. So I have showed you both method, how to collect it from Excel sheet and how to do auto calculation. So right now I want to do auto calculation itself. And if you want to take a automated round off, select enable round off and map your round off ledger here. So software will put round off wherever it is required, and wherever it is not required, software will not put the round off. Okay. Now, third page is a optional page. It's not a compulsory page. The name is ledger mapping. That means if you are having any extra ledger in your Excel sheet, it can be anything like transportation charge, shipping charge, courier charge, TDS, TCS, job work, labor work, any extra ledger column you are having in your Excel sheet, you can map it on the third page. Like I am having transportation charge here. So against my sheet header, I should select the tally ledger like this. So no matter how many ever extra ledgers you are having, you can map them on third page. So third page is an optional page. If you have anything, map it. If you don't have it, you can skip this page and then you can click on save and proceed. Okay. Once you do that, your sales transaction screen will appear like this. Okay. You can just scroll and see till the last portion. Everything has come here. But you can see something is like, in orange here. Okay. Something is in blue and something is in orange. Blue in the sense it has matched with tally. Like this party, B construction company, it's exactly the same in tally and in my Excel sheet. So it has auto matched. But this orange color party, chances are there this party might not be created in tally. If in case it is created, the spelling might be little bit different. Okay. Uppercase, lowercase, or in industries S is there, in tally S is not there. So any kind of mismatch might be there. So if the party is created in tally, you can just search the party and map it like this. Okay, but I think the party is not there. Let me just confirm in tally once. Okay, the party is not created in tally. So I told you if the party is created, just map it. Okay, and if you are having multiple time repeated, the parties are repeated multiple times, just type the party name first here, and you can map them together also. Like select all, select party account name and search the party in your tally and map it. Okay, if in case the party is created in tally, but here the party is not created. Okay, if you want to see them all together which are mismatched, just click on this orange button. Okay, it will only show which are mismatched. Now if the party is created, I told you how you can map it. But if in case your party is not created, in that case what you should do? In that case, Suvit gives you an option of auto creation of party. You can create the parties in bulk. No matter your 10 parties are not created, 50 parties are not created, 500 parties are not created. Doesn't matter how many parties are not created. You have to only click on this plus button. The moment you click on this plus button, software will ask you whether you want to create it with trade name or business name, like if you are having a GST number. Okay, just select either one and you can click on create. Software will tell how many ledgers will be created. Just click on OK and your party will be created. Simple enough. And if you are having a GST number mentioned, the party will be created with GST number. Like the entire data will be fetched from the portal. But if your party is a non GST party unregistered, the party will be created only with the name, but the party will be created. Okay, so this is how you can create parties in bulk. Same applies for my item now. If my item is created, I can just search and map the item. Okay, but I am sure the items are not created in tally, so I just need to create the item in bulk. Same applies for item. You can just click on this plus button. No matter how many items are there, software will create all of the items. Okay, just click on this plus button, and here you cannot create it directly. Okay, you have to review the item before creation. I will tell you why you have to do that. And before that, if you want to create the items with HSN number, select this option called map HSN number, and you have to select the headers in whichever the HSN number is mentioned. This one. Okay, select that header here. Okay, it says please select the HSN header from the Excel sheet. So this is my HSN header, and now I have to click on review before creation. So whichever unique items are there, Suvit will create those items. So 3 items were unique, Suvit has created them. Okay, now I told you why you have to take a review before creation. The simple reason is you have to select the unit type. Because in direct creation you cannot select the units. If you take a review, then only you can select the units here. Okay, that's the reason I told you always select review before creation. So if you are having different unit type, you can select them one after one like this. Okay, but let's say you are having same unit type across all the items, you only use pieces or you only use numbers. So in that case, no need to select one by one. Select all the items whichever are created, select unit type from here and select the common unit type from here. You can see when I select numbers, everything changes to numbers. If I select pieces, everything changes to pieces. Okay, that's simple. And this also you can change in bulk, like whether it's a goods or service. Obviously it's a goods itself. I will select them all. I will select type of supply and make it as goods together. Okay, and you can see the HSN has been fetched from the Excel sheet. I don't have to enter them manually. Okay, and if you want to mention the tax rate, like these items are of 12%, this item is of 5%, or this item is of 18%, that way you can mention the tax percentage also. Okay, just don't focus on this integrated doesn't mean your IGST, it's a tax applicable percentage. Okay, but like what is the tax applied on the item. Once your items are created, just select them all and click on save. Okay, now you have to click on this back to sales screen. The moment you click on that, you will be taken back to your sales transaction screen. You can see all of your items are created also and they are mapped also on their respective places. So no need to map them after they are created. Software will auto map it. So I just showed you how you can create parties in bulk and items in bulk as well. Okay, right side when I scroll, you can see quantity, rate, amount, everything is as per Excel sheet, not even a single mistake. Okay, you can see sales ledger 18%, 5% as per the invoice, they are also fetched. And my bifurcated ledgers are as per my sales percentage because I have carefully pasted them in my Excel sheet. Okay, SGST amount, CGST amount, everything is auto calculated here. Okay, and wherever I am having IGST party, I mean the interstate party, it has automatically given us IGST. Okay, other ledgers amount has also detected here. Okay, finally total amount has been automatically calculated. Okay, now when you think, like when you see your entire data is all perfect, you can just save the entries and send it to Tally. But before that, I would like to tell you, if you are having a customized voucher type, you can also change it all together. Just select all the entries, select voucher type, and from here, if you are having any customized voucher type, you can select and change it at once. Okay, once you find your file is okay, just select all, save, and then click on send to Tally. You can see multiple invoices will be sent together. So first my ledgers were pushed to Tally. Now my entries are getting pushed, like which new ledgers which were created. Okay, and the new items which were created, they got created first in Tally. Now after that, my entries are getting pushed. So you can see my 50 invoices got pushed within 15 seconds. So let's say you are having 500, 1000, 5000, doesn't matter, 10,000 entries also you are having. It will get pushed within few minutes only. So you can see it says 50 invoices are successfully synced in Tally. Let's check them in Tally now. Okay, it was my September and October month's entry. I will open it. You can see in my first bill, I was having 3 items. Okay, so it has detected 3 items and done entry with 3 items. Okay, transportation charge was also applicable. It has taken transportation charge also. Okay, and you can see my customized voucher type has also come. So that's how you can do the entries using an Excel sheet. Now if you want to delete these entries from Tally, okay, due to some reason, okay, chances are there you did the entry and then you realize something was wrong, like you forgot to select the voucher type, or the data is total is not matching due to some another reason. Any reason might be there, you want to get the entries deleted from Tally. You don't need to delete them from Tally. You have an option in Suvit to delete them from Tally. Just select the entries, click on delete. Just select delete from Tally and click on delete, and your entries will start getting deleted from Tally. Like how they were pushed to Tally, the same way they will be deleted from Tally. Okay, so the entries are deleted from Tally. Let me just show you. Okay, there are no entries now. So this is how we can process the Excel sheet. And now let me just show you one more type of Excel sheet. So the another Excel sheet is this one, where you have the data side by side stored, like 0%, 5, 18, 28, you might have 12 also, like that. But the ultimate thing what I'm trying to say is the data is stored side by side. Okay. So in that case, how you can process the Excel sheet? So the method is little bit different compared to the previous sheet, because in the previous sheet the data was stored vertically. You can see like this, and the amount was written just right in front of that. But here you can see the data, the ledgers are written like this, and the amount is stored in this way. So in Suvit, we call it as a horizontal sheet. So if you are having a horizontal sheet, how you can process it, just let me show it to you. So in such kind of sheet, there is no much difference compared to the previous sheet. The only difference is you have to take either one common. You can take 5%, 18%, or 28%. Doesn't matter. There is no compulsory part that you have to take this one, or this one. You can take anyone. Just make sure they have the tax columns also. You can't take the 0% was one as common. Okay. So in this case, I will take the 5% one as common. I have to just place one column next to it, and I have to give the heading as sales ledger or particulars. Okay, because I'm going to paste the particulars there. That's it. You can name them anything, but my uh, uh, reason to tell you that is you have to paste the particulars here. Okay, so whatever common you are taking, let's say 5, 18, or 28, just paste that particulars in front of all invoices. Just paste it like this. Okay, doesn't matter there is a taxable value against that or not. Just paste them. Okay, in front of all invoices. So this is the Excel sheet part, what you have to do for such kind of sheet. Now what you have to do on the website, I will just tell you. But before that, let me bring this sheet to the number one position. Okay, and then I will upload it. So I told you there is no much difference in both kind of sheet. So the only difference is that whichever thing you will take common. Okay, let's say you have taken 5% as common, you will map the 5% on first and second page. You will not touch the 18, 0, and 28 on the first page. You will map them on the third page. So how a horizontal sheet works, whatever you have taken common, map them normally on first and second page, and whichever sales or purchase ledger are pending, map them on third page. I will open the Excel sheet once again. So I have taken 5% common here. So I will map the sales ledger of 5% against the particulars. Okay, the column which I created, this one. And the amount also I will take of 5% only. I will not take the amount of 18 or 28. Whichever common I have taken, I will just take the amount of that one. So against the sales 5% column, I should map the amount portion. Okay, that's it. That's the only difference. Now on the second page, since we are processing the 5% common, we will select the ledgers of 5% here. Okay, so against the SGST, I have a 2.5% SGST. Okay, against the CGST, I have a 2.5% CGST. And against the IGST 5% is applicable. And you cannot do auto calculation in such kind of sheet. You have to take the data from Excel sheet only. Okay, so just select that SGST column against SGST, CGST against CGST, and IGST against IGST. So as I said, on the first page and second page we are treating only 5%. Now on the third page we will treat the remaining percentages. So against the sales 0% column, I will select the sales 0% ledger. Against the 18, I will map the 18%. Okay, and against the 9% SGST, 9% SGST. Against the CGST, 9% CGST. Same applies for all other. Okay, okay, that's it. Now I'll click on save and proceed. So you just understood. In such kind of sheet, what you should do, select any one common, map them on first and second page, and whatever are pending, map them on third page. Simple. So you can see the sheet has appeared here, and here you can see this is the 5% particulars, this is the 5% taxable amount, 5% tax amount. Same way, 0% and its taxable amount, 18% its taxable amount and its tax amount, 28% its taxable amount and its tax. As simple as that. Now, if everything is fine, just select them all, save them, and send it to Tally. So you can see the invoices are getting pushed into Tally. So you can see the entries have come here. I'll just open any one entry. I will change the mode to accounting. So you can see in one of my invoices, I had 5%, 18, 28, and 0. And I had tax ledgers of all of them. So everything has come here as per my Excel sheet. And wherever I had just less percentages, I would have got that one only. Okay, let's say in this I'm having only 5 and 28. So I have just got 5 and 20. Rather, I have not received it. So such kind of Excel sheet also you can process in Suvit. So I will just show the bills which I'm having with me right now. So I'm not having any image file. I'm having all PDF itself. But I already told you in the beginning, image and PDF processing is same. The only thing is both kind of files are supported. That's it. So I have such kind of bills with me. Okay, the performa invoices, and some are like scanned. This one, such kind of bills I am having. So to upload the Excel sheet, you have to go to the bulk upload part. But if you want to upload an image or an invoice, I mean a PDF kind of file, you have to go to the transaction part. So if you are having a sales file, go to the sales portion. If you are having a purchase file, go to the purchase portion. And you have to just click on this upload image option. And here you have to click on this click to upload image. As I already told you, you have an image and PDF option available here. And you can upload 10 invoices at a time. So I will just select all the files and upload them. So you can see the moment the files are uploaded, software has started scanning them. And once the scanning is completed, software has placed them in draft format. After the software has placed them in draft format, you can start processing the file. Okay, I already told you, you have to process PDF one by one. You cannot process them all together. Okay, that's the only difference between PDF and Excel. So let me take any of one bill. Let me take the second number bill. So you can see on the left side, I have got the preview of the bill, and on the right side, software has fetched maximum details from the bill. Here also you have to select if you are having an accounting invoice or item invoice. Okay, since quantity is mentioned, software considers it as item sheet. Okay, but we know this is not item sheet. This is accounting sheet. So let me just switch it towards accounting side. Okay. Okay, I have already switched it now. If you are having any custom voucher type, you can select it from here. You can see the bill number is already fetched by the software. Same bill number is available here. Okay, you can see. Okay, and date is also fetched here. The party is already created, so the software has selected the party. Okay, if your party is not created, you can create the party by clicking on this plus button. And if your party is not selected, just select it from the drop down menu by typing it like this. And whatever ledger is applicable, just apply that ledger here. Since this is a tax-free invoice, so sales zero is applicable here. And the amount is automatically fetched here, you can see. And the tax is not applicable, so no tax has been fetched here. And if you want to add any narration, you can add a narration from here. Once your bill is fine, you can just click on save and sync. Okay, the moment you do that, you can see in your application the bill is getting pushed. Okay, and if you want to see that bill status here, you have to just apply that date filter here. Since it was an older bill, I have to select 2021. Okay, so this is the bill. Okay, it says the status has been synced. I will show you the same bill in Tally. So it's a bit older bill. I have to apply the filter here. Okay, so this is the bill. Okay, this is how it will look like in the Tally. So I will show you one more bill here with the item wise. Okay, so we will take this bill here. We'll open the bill. Okay. So you can see on the left side, the bills preview is available. You can zoom in and zoom out here. Okay, just to see whatever data is there. And same, you can select the voucher type here. You can see the bill number has been automatically fetched and the date is also available here. And my party is already created, so the party has been selected. Okay, if your party has not been selected, you can just select the party. And whatever sales ledger is applicable, I have to select the sales ledger. But you can see one thing here, my sales ledger has been already selected. Why it has been already selected? Because I have processed this bill before. So if you are having similar kind of bills which you continuously receive from your client, so the software learns on every bill you upload. It will learn like what selections are you making. So from the next time, it will pre-select the data. It will help you a lot. So let's say in first 10 to 15 bills, you have to select the things, but after that, the software will start selecting by itself many a thing. And you can see the item is also selected here. Okay, because it is suggesting some different name here according to the data written here. But the item has been pre-selected because I selected the item in some previous bill. Because of that only the item has been pre-selected. Okay, so chances are there first time when you are processing the bill, if the item name is different in bill and in your tally, the item will not be selected. You have to just type and select the item. But in further bills, software will know you just selected this item against this name. So software will automatically start selecting that item. Okay, and you can see the quantity and rate has been also selected here. Based on that, the taxable amount is calculated here. Okay, you can see 12,000, 12,000. Okay. When I scroll down, you can see the tax amount has been automatically calculated. You can see. Okay, because the item has the tax rate defined in tally. Okay, and since this party is my interstate party is from Maharashtra and my company is from Gujarat, so automatically it will select IGST. It will not give me option to select whether SGST, CGST or IGST. It will always select based on the party and the company state. Okay, here also if you want to add any narration, you can add a narration. If you are having any other ledger, let's say discount, or you are having a transportation charge, anything extra you are having round off, you can add it in ledger details. Okay, you can add ledgers here. If I add one ledger, second ledgers box will get open. Now in an item wise sheet, if you want different ledgers per item, okay, let's say this item is of 18% and this item is of 12%. So I don't want to select common ledger for them. So I can do that in the configuration part. Okay, I can change it from the configuration part. When I click on configuration, I have to select the first option itself. Select common ledger account for item allocation. By default, it is common for all items. I have to just switch it off. The moment I do that, software will give me option to select sales ledger against the items. Let's say my first item is of 18%, second item is of 12%. Okay, like this. So if I have to select different sales ledger per item or purchase ledger, I have to just turn this option, turn off this option. Same way, if I need a cost center or I need a reference number date, I can turn them on. You can see the moment I turn them on, I have option of reference number, reference date, cost center, like this. Okay, and if I want a discount percentage box, I can go to configuration, item allocation. I have option of discount percentage. The moment I turn on, I have option of giving discount rate here. Okay, so let's say 10% discount is applicable here, so automatically 10% amount will be discounted from here. I am having 50% discount in this. 50% amount will be discounted from here. Accordingly, the tax will also change. So you get this option in the configuration part. So once everything is fine, just can click on save and sync, and the bill will be sent to Tally. So you can see the bill is getting pushed to Tally. Just let me show you the bill. So here the bill is. You can see the bill has appeared here. Thank you once again for attending. Have a good day.